you a good fighter or a great fighter? Let me know.
I'm a great fighter.
So you got your ass whooped
you're
by
a good
fighter, right?
You're a good fighter.
Well, every time you stepped up, you lost. Great fighter.
I'm not. You fuck with me, so it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different for you.
I ain't scared of and you're gonna find that out. I walked you down when you were supposed to be the bigger man, and it's gonna be different from you as well.
Bill Haney, father of Devin Haney, recently weighed in on the potential clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, calling it one of the biggest matchups in boxing today.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, huh? You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. He came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up.
He praised Crawford's courage for stepping up to face a much bigger opponent in Canelo. However, he also expressed concern that Crawford may have more to contend with than just Canelo's boxing skills, hinting that external factors and a potentially uneven playing field could come into play.
Does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Canelo's strong warning and confident declaration of being the best of their generation leaves no doubt about his experience, and more importantly, his mindset as he prepares for his next fight. While both fighters openly express their confidence, a rare trait in today's boxing world, the excitement has spread beyond them. Former and current trainers alike are weighing in with bold predictions. Many believe Canelo's experience will give him the edge, while others, like Lopez, argue that Crawford's speed and precision could deliver a stunning upset.
Change my tune. I say Canelo's going to win this fight, but he's not going to come out of it unscathed. I can see him being bruised up, battered, maybe a little bit of blood, but his size is going to come.
In an earlier prediction, Sergio Mora picked Canelo to win, citing his size and strength as key advantages. However, as the fight draws closer, Mora's tone has shifted. While he still believes Canelo may come out on top, he added a layer of tension by suggesting there will be a price to pay. If Crawford manages to drag Canelo into deep waters, as he has done in past fights, Mora believes Crawford could win, but not without absorbing serious punishment. His evolving prediction reflects the growing uncertainty and intrigue surrounding the matchup.
Change my tune. I could maybe see the day that we've seen Canelo finally get old, no excuses, just Crawford pot-shotting him, having the night of his life, and we just watch something great. I can visualize it, man. So the closer this fight gets, the more that I'm looking at it like a 50-50 fight.
Mora's updated take adds a new layer of intrigue to the matchup. What was once a one-sided prediction has evolved into a more balanced perspective. He now sees a real possibility of Crawford stealing the spotlight, using his movement and precision to secure a win. Mora clearly recognizes that Crawford brings more to the table than just skill. He sees a fighter who might have the full package, including the size, to pull off what many consider impossible.
Bud's going to try to win the fight. He's going to have the footwork, he's going to have the hand speed, he's going to have, you know, maybe not the power of Canelo, but he's going to have respectable pop in that punch coming from both stances, mind you, the left-handed and the right-handed stance. And I just think ultimately Crawford just is a mean mofo. This dude mean. Yeah. I mean, I met Bud a couple of times. You know, he pulls me aside and he gives me that look. He's a mean, intimidating dude, man. Yeah. And then I've been seeing how he's been growing into the frame.
He's gotten big.
He's gotten muscular, and he's looking more like a middleweight, super middleweight. The closer the fight gets, the more I'm looking at Crawford like This dude might do something, man.
Mora's shift in tone is telling. While he once pointed to Canelo's size as the deciding factor, he now sees a real threat in Crawford. He highlights Bud's slick movement, sharp footwork, dangerous switch hitting, and that quiet edge only true champions possess. Coming from someone who's shared the ring with Canelo and defeated Dimitri Bivol, Mora knows exactly what it takes to face the Mexican superstar.
I saw him in Dubai maybe a month ago. I saw him. He's big, and he has very good skills. He's one of my favorite boxers. He able to win this fight.
Praise from Bivol carries real weight. He's faced Canelo, felt his power, and figured out how to beat him. So when he acknowledges Crawford's size and skill, it matters. While not overly glowing, Bivol also noted Crawford still has challenges ahead. Given Bivol's experience at the level Crawford is stepping into, his words shouldn't be taken lightly.
There's a lot of but, and even not but, there is a lot of things, small things, which we don't know how he will deal with this. He needs to get used to the power and pressure of 168 because it's big difference, to be honest. Maybe he will get used to it, and how he will be feeling himself on the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on, a lot of things. But he's able, he has good skills, he's awkward, he can use two boxing stance. It gives him benefits, of course.
When Bivol analyzes the fight, he does so with a fighter's eye. Moving to 168 isn't just about size, it's about adjusting to the pace, pressure, and physical demands of the division. He points out the small details that can make all the difference.
You know, with it's not about only getting used to the power, and it's also about be mentally ready, because when people are not prepared them mentally, they like afraid or scared, you become weak, your body become weak, you know, when something happened and it's something new and you wasn't ready for this. We all know these feelings, like the body become melting, like just soft, you know. And mentality is very important also for this fight. Even his one weight class or two weight class lower, if he's mentally ready, he will be ready to get these punches and be okay with this. He could be good.
For Bivol, this fight goes beyond the physical. He believes Crawford's mental toughness will be just as important, as the pressure and size at this level can break even the strongest fighters. On the other hand, Crawford's trainer Bomac sees that mental strength as Bud's biggest advantage and key to beating Canelo.
You know, as a fighter, you mentally prepare for things like that. You know, and then as a trainer, you know, just making sure he's sharp. You know, his mental game is sharp, his physical game is sharp. You know, strength-wise, you know, nutrition is everything. Got to, like I said, hitting on all cylinders. So by the time you step in that ring, it's easy picking.
Bomac describes a Crawford operating on another level, mentally sharp, physically primed, and strategically prepared to do more than just compete. He's being groomed to dismantle Canelo step by step. The message from Crawford's camp isn't just confidence, it's a warning.
How do you see it? That's a tough one. Look, I like betting fights or making picks, and I'm usually pretty good on all my picks, even when I had the podcast. But sometimes, because people look for that fighter, that former world champion, and they like want to pick them apart if they get it wrong. This is one of the fights where I want to sit back and watch and not worry about my pick. Canelo is a small middleweight, super middleweight. He just is. But he's also showed that he could go up in weight class, and he's a great fighter. I mean,
Former world champion Kelly Pavlik is staying cautious, not from doubt, but because this fight is razor close. He respects Canelo's skill as a smaller super middleweight and acknowledges Crawford's talent. Coming from a veteran who's faced tough battles, his balanced view carries weight.
Crawford is so talented. He's got so much ability in boxing, his boxing ability. And he's a bigger guy too. He's almost every bit as big as Canelo, right?
Kelly Pavlik offers a nuanced take on Canelo versus Crawford, noting that Crawford isn't just skilled, he's also physically close to Canelo in size. This rare blend of skill and size is what intrigues Pavlik. He also reminds us that one fight doesn't define a champion.
Canelo's used to fighting guys coming down from 200 probably, at light heavyweight, and Crawford ain't. But it's just too hard to pick on that because of Crawford's ability and boxing skills. I'm not going off of Canelo's last fight. The guy he was fighting was in survival mode pretty much. He was just fighting not to get knocked out. When you fight a guy like that, you're not going to look good, right? I don't care what anybody says. When you're fighting a guy that's running around trying to survive, it makes it hard. So I don't go off of that, but this fight is going to be interesting. I mean, I would almost have to kind of lean with Canelo.
Pavlik leans slightly toward Canelo but won't make a definitive prediction, believing the fight is incredibly close. He sees two elite fighters, each capable of winning in an instant, which raises the stakes. Notably, Pavlik's respect for Crawford grew after studying his physicality and skill, shifting his view from confident to cautious, highlighting just how unpredictable this matchup is.
I was like, oh, dude, I got Canelo in that, But now that I watch Crawford fight and his boxing ability and see how naturally his size, how big he is, it's not that big of a difference, The only advantage on that is Canelo's used to fighting guys coming down from 200, so it's going to be interesting.
Pavlik highlights Crawford's speed, quick jab, and switch hitting as key to disrupting Canelo's rhythm. He believes winning the early rounds is crucial to putting Canelo on the back foot, potentially wearing him down by round 7 for Crawford to capitalize. Rising star Abdullah Mason also openly shares his confidence in Crawford for the fight.
Canelo Crawford, I got faith that Crawford could take it. I got faith in Crawford. I feel like Crawford, he might surprise some people with his strength. So it all depends on who's the better fighter that night and who prepared, better.
Mason backs Crawford, saying Bud's strength could catch many off guard. He sees the fight as a battle of preparation versus execution, with the sharper fighter winning. His confident take adds to the growing belief that Crawford can beat Canelo. Meanwhile, former heavyweight Eddie Chambers respects Crawford's skill but leans toward Canelo to win.
I can agree with that. I like Crawford. And he surprised the hell out of me with Spence. The way he was able to do what he did, his ability. Don't feint as much though. Let's just keep it pretty basic with the catch. Keep your range, young fella. I would say I have to go Canelo, and I would love to see Crawford do his thing.
Chambers praised Crawford's elite performance against Spence, but advises him to keep it simple, manage distance, and avoid overthinking. He respects Canelo's proven experience and strength, which he believes gives Canelo the edge. Yet Chambers still hopes to see Crawford pull off something special, adding to the fight's intrigue. He also explains why Canelo remains such a tough challenge for Crawford.
I don't know. I see that you're able to exploit flaws in guys, and typically that's what Crawford does. This one, it's just really difficult. This Canelo is an extremely experienced, talented stalker, but boxer too. He has the ability to do both, to be honest. Mainly a stalker because of his punching power and his, his ring, the way he controls the ring, his effective aggressiveness. I think he's gotten to the point where that's just his style, no matter how big the guy is in front of him. We see him fight light heavies and cruisers, not cruisers, but light heavies, where he's stalking.
Chambers highlights Canelo's rare mix of patience and aggression, combining precise boxing with relentless pressure. He says Canelo's power and ring control make him a threat to any opponent, regardless of size. Former rival Errol Spence knows firsthand what it's like to face Crawford and respects Bud's drive for greatness.
It could happen. Why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So what I'm saying, I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo.
You got Crawford over Bud? You got Crawford over Canelo? Sorry.
I'll be going for him. Be going for him. I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Okay.
He's chasing greatness, so why not?
Undefeated Terrence Crawford is boldly moving up 2 weight classes, aiming to become the first to knock out Canelo Alvarez. Jackson believes Crawford has a real shot, but stresses it requires flawless focus and discipline. He critiques Canelo's past opponents and warns that one powerful jab from Canelo can change everything. For Crawford to win, he must be smart, composed, and mistake-free, an achievement that could define his legacy. This fight promises to be historic. Power versus precision, size versus skill, experience versus adaptability. Canelo is the dominant super middleweight champion known for his power and control. Crawford is the undefeated tactician with sharp timing, switch-hitting skills, and relentless drive. What's your take? Will Canelo's strength overpower Crawford, or will Bud's skill and mindset pull off an upset? Can Crawford handle the size and power over 12 tough rounds? Will Canelo adjust to Crawford's movement or struggle to control the fight? Share your thoughts below, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.